So I'd say the top 2 or 3 things that have to be done is it has to sync with the community needs. If you create a model that doesn't address the local needs, you're essentially robbing the local community of the kinds of services and programs that really address what their issues and concerns are. It has to be one that a process and an approach that is transparent, that engages as many stakeholders as possible throughout the process. It's not just oh, let me ask what you'd like to have in the first meeting and then never ask again. It's an iterative, ongoing process of involving as many stakeholders as possible in a way that is transparent and clear and easy to understand. There has to be a willingness to not just think out of the box, but maybe redesign the box, or maybe not even have a box, but to have enough flexibility and adaptability that over time, as the needs in the community changes, as the stakeholders change, the model can adapt and adjust as well. And in part because healthcare is changing every day, and even some of the givens are not always going to be here in another 5 years. So the design, the work has to consider that the future could look different with technology, with new players, with new reimbursement models. So whatever is designed or whatever model is selected, it needs to be one that can be flexible and adjust as needed. 3 things that I think really need to not be done throughout this process is to, number one, approach this as somehow static or as a one and done activity. This opportunity that FirstHealth Montgomery has is really one that resets the way in which the hospital, in partnership with the community, can really evolve and continuously improve the way in which care is delivered in that county. I think another thing that we definitely should not do is to approach this from a scarcity mentality, meaning that there's only limited resources and therefore we can only do X, Y, and Z. I really think that we should approach this from an abundance mentality to say, let's tap into and leverage all of the resources and the capacity that's available in that community, and really create something that could be a model for other communities across North Carolina and possibly nationally. And maybe a third thing is that we should not forget ever that there are patients and families and individuals in these communities that depend on this process and the leaders that are guiding it to remember their faces, their stories, and their needs. So to me, that's probably the most important thing that we should not do, and that's not forget the patients and the families that we serve.